All right, so the first activity is a journal entry here. So spend 10 minutes either free writing or answering my question here. And the link to the journal is right here. So pause the video now, and once you have written in your journal, then you can play the video, and we're going to move on to slide 3 here. So on slide 3 is the map test. This is only, of course, for people who are not finished with their map test. You've got the link to log on here and all the information. This is the priority. We want to make sure that we get this done. So if you have not finished your map test, you don't need to watch the rest of this video. This is the main thing that you're going to be doing. However, if and only if you have already finished it, we can move on to slide 4 together. So if you're done with your map test, your first activity will be doing some grammar practice. So you'll be reviewing perfect verb tense. We talked about this once before, but I have 2 choices to help you review it, remind yourself of what that looks like. You can either watch the video that's linked here, or you can read over the charts that I put on this document to help remind you of what perfect verb tense should look like. Or you can do both of them if you'd like. So pause the video here and go ahead and do one or both of those things, and then come back to the video to go on to slide 5. So slide 5, we're actually doing some practice with verb tense. You've reviewed it, and now you can go on to quizzes and practice with it on your own. So the first link here is for a quizzes that has extra hints if you're still kind of confused on it. And then if you want to challenge, these 2 are the challenge quizzes links there. You can do them unlimited number of times. So you can pause this video here and go ahead and practice with those quizzes until you get a passing score, at least a 70%, or a score that you are happy with. All right, so hopefully you've only spent about 15 minutes on that, and now we're going to move on to slide 6. So this is the last activity that I have for you today, working on your travel presentations. If you are working in a squad, I have kind of split up the work because I'm not sure if you're going to be able to work together very well in the cafeteria. If you're working independently, you don't really need to listen to this slide 6, and you can move on to slide 7, just skip ahead in this video. However, again, if you're working in a squad, I've split it up. So we're working on the activity slides of the presentation today. The day of activities that you're going to work on will match the number that is after your name on the assignment document on slide 8. So if I show you slide 8, do a little sneak preview, you've got this link here that takes you to that usual document we've been using during class. And if I just show you what I mean over here, let's look at group 1 and 5B as an example. Stella's here. You can see each one has a number after their name. Peyton 1, Janiyah 2, and so on. So that means Peyton will be working on day 1 of activities. Janiyah would be working on day 2, and so on. So if I take us over to their itinerary linked right here, and I go down to their activity section, I can see day 1 right here, they've got a lot of excellent activities. So this is what Peyton would be working on because she's person 1. She would be working on moving these activities over to the presentation, which is the second link down here. So here's squad 1's presentation. If I go down to slide 5 here, I've got day 1. So Peyton is going to be filling out this slide with the first day of activities. Janiyah would be doing day 2, and so on. However, if I take a look at group 1's itinerary here, I can see that days 4 and 5 are empty. So that means that squad members 4 and 5, Karma and Micaiah, will have to do a little bit of extra research so that they have activities to move over to days 4 and 5 on the presentation. Looks like they just did not get to finish their research. And I think that's the case with several of our groups. So you might have to do a bit of extra research, and maybe your squad members can also help you once they have finished their day as well. So what I'm expecting on each of those slides, though, is not just copy and pasting from the itinerary. You want to read over this itinerary here to make sure that you're getting that information, but you're not just copy and pasting. You've got to actually convince your audience why those activities are so great in your own words. So there shouldn't be copy and pasting from the itinerary or any websites. So I'm expecting a description of activities and why they're so great, at least 2 examples of persuasive strategies. You've got the chart here, and you can see the rest as well. Assignment links are on